What is the situation at the Bengaluru airport? Outside, of course, many passengers stranded. What is the situation where you are? What are passengers there telling you as well? Harrowing time being faced, of course, by flyers across the country due to this Indigo crisis.
Uday, I was in Bangalore. I came day before. In fact, the day I came to Bangalore as well, the flight was supposed to take off at 1. It took off at 5. There was no intimation by the airline at all. There were no people on ground to help you or guide you. This morning, I had to take the 8 o'clock back to Delhi. But once I reached the airport, I find out that the flight has been cancelled. And what was worse, Uday, that throughout the day, all the bookings to come back to Delhi were open on the Indigo app. You could buy the flight tickets, but only later to find out that these flights eventually will be cancelled. Indigo did not do anything about it. And the airport, there, it actually looked like a war zone. People were climbing on top of each other. People were trying to get some semblance of the situation. Remember, this is December, Uday, so people are going across the country for weddings. People are moving about, going on vacations. There is an international itinerary also attached to Indigo. The airline has been extremely insensitive, no intimation at all as to when your flight is going to go, if it's going to go at all, if there's a delay also. All they have to do is just automate some of these SMSs, Uday, and WhatsApp, which has not happened. Overall, it's a very sorry situation. When I was at the airport, I met this party of 100 delegates who had flown down from Bangkok, and they had to go back tonight. Otherwise, they would have missed their international connection. Just imagine their plight. They could not find a hotel also in Bangalore because everything was sold out. They literally would have to settle for something which they are not accustomed to. And Indigo has not helped anyone to make sense of this all. Of course, there are operational issues. There are issues with the new roster that has come about for the staff and the pilots and the flight attendants. But Indigo should have not, in fact, booked a lot of these flights, which are now not taking off or are being delayed, to a point where people don't know where to go and what to do.
But what the airline is claiming, Vineet, is that they are informing the passengers prior, that they are providing them alternate arrangements, that they're also providing hotel and other amenities. Is that something that is correct, or is that a statement which is far different from the reality on ground?
No, that's absolutely false, Uday. In fact, I have booked myself for the 8 p.m. Air India flight, and all the other airlines, so they're taking a lot of advantage of the situation. On an average, a flight from Delhi to Bangalore would not cost you 10,000 rupees, even in peak season. I ended up paying 5 times that amount just to go back from Bangalore to Delhi, and that too in economy, Uday. The Indigo airline is not doing anything. I had no choice but to pay that amount. So it's a complete breakdown of the system. The DGCA also has to look into this kind of a monopolistic, advantage that the other airlines are taking. Akasa, an airline which is considered to be a cheap airline, an economy, a budget airline, has also prepped up its prices. 30,000 from Bangalore to Mumbai is the running price at this point in time, even for flights which are 3 to 4 days away. So it's a complete breakdown of the system. Indigo is absolutely missing from the scene. There are no representatives on the ground also. It's an absolutely scary situation. The airport for the first time today looked like a railway station or a bus stop to me today. There were children, there were women, there were elderly. There are no wheelchairs. There are no places for people to, in fact, sit down. They were sitting on the ground. So it's a complete breakdown of the system. The DGCA has rolled back that order, which of course, which
Absolutely, but
affected
that's
the
what
fly
some
duty.
experts were telling us, Vineet, that the fact is that these new rules, have been, of course, notified for all airlines. SpiceJet isn't facing this, Air India isn't facing this, Air India Express is not facing this, nor is Akasa. Then why just Indigo? That is a big question. Also, now coming back to you, since you are also an affected passenger. Now, what certain passengers also are telling our reporters on ground is that they are not being intimated prior. They're coming to the airport suddenly to realize that their flight is either not on the screen or it is cancelled. There are many passengers who are saying that online it is showing, that the flight is on time, but they show up to the airport only to find that it's not on the display boards or it is suddenly cancelled. What happened with you? Were you messaged anything prior by the airline?
No, I did not get any message. And in fact, I booked my air ticket through the Indigo app, Uday. On that app, you can usually go anytime and check the status of your flight. And till 8 a.m., it showed confirmed. However, when I got to the airport, the security personnel did not let me in, but they said this flight is cancelled. And of course, then I went to the other big board where you have the displays telling you which flight is taking off when. That also said that this flight has been cancelled. I did not have to travel so far just to find out that this flight has been cancelled. Bangalore airport is pretty far away from the city, and this inconvenience could have been avoided had the airline intimated me in time, but there has been no intimation. In fact, their app is also not working. They have provided a link, Uday, which they have been encouraging you to log into and check the status of your flight. It's all incorrect. It's showing you as everything being confirmed while it is not. It's a complete apathy from the airline. They have not given due diligence to this problem. To your earlier question as to why the other airlines have not, faltered as a result of these rule changes, is because Indigo follows a very specific lean model. They have very limited amount of people. They rely on technology. In fact, they have also started relying on artificial intelligence very recently for their rostering, and that is the reason. Apart from the new rules by the DGCA, there were technical glitches which also led to this collapse of Indigo Airlines. They work on a very lean model, and that is
Yes.
why they are a profitable airline.